That should help somebody if you're not taking the fender off.
Like us.
Yeah, because it's not that bad to do with the fender on once you understand.
While we are waiting for the RCV rebuild parts for my RCV axles for my Jeep, we decided to bring in the Gladiator and finally install the American AdventureLab front inner fenders that we bought a while ago.
Yep, this looks like a pretty slick kit. We've always liked it.
And they are quick release once they go on.
So it should be noted on the Gladiator, there is a couple of brackets that require a little special attention. Unlike on the JL, you have to put a nutsert in on the Gladiator.
Our favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, because the frame is a little different. On the driver's side, you have to put a nutsert in this hole here, the hexagon hole. It requires a nutsert, which isn't too big of a deal. It's pretty easy to get to. So,
are we gonna do some Loctite on it like we do the others?
Mm-hmm. But otherwise, it's pretty much the same install as on a regular JL. They label each bracket driver passenger. So, oh, those must be the same, but P, D, D,
Upside down P.
Yeah, looks like a B. See, there you go. Driver, and then back. Yeah, whatever, right? I'm gonna cheat. I have nutsert tools. So that's what I'll be doing.
And I'll put a link to Amazon where I bought this from years ago.
Yep. Then
because we used the Astra one to originally install the Poison Spider fenders on my JK, and then we also had to use it for a few other things. It's handy.
Oh, we've used these so much, and knock on wood, we haven't broke a single one yet. And these are Amazon specials, but this brand seems to be holding up. So I can't say enough good things about it, man. It's saved a lot of time. This is their standard size.
That's got Poison Spider stuff in it.
Yep. And this is the XL, which essentially allows you to use larger arbors. I think this will go to 1/2 inch. Yeah, you can put a 1/2 inch nutsert. Look at that. For a 1/2 inch diameter bolt, you can use a nutsert.
All right, we got our Loctite. And you don't have to use a whole lot either, especially because this is red Loctite.
Yeah, I'm using a lot, so.
Well, you don't have to.
Gotta make sure I know which way I'm gonna go here. Yep, go handles up. And this hole's already, it's a hexagon, that's the size. They determined this is the right nutsert for it, so you don't have to drill it out. Just wanna put it on that knurled edge, because that's where it's gonna do the sandwich effect. This is all gonna get smushed down. And you wanna keep pushing into the frame in this situation. You loosen it up, and then you unthread it with this right here.
Easy peasy with this tool.
Yeah, cool, now I've got a threaded piece, yay.
Do you gotta do it on the other side?
Nope, so now the Gladiator addendum, as they call it, they're just showing you gotta do the deal that I just did. She done.
Move it on. We're gonna anti-seize almost everything because of where we live.
Well, and especially
because it's
going into that nutsert.
Yes.
I'm just using, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough or not. I'm just using one of the bolts for the actual other parts. We're gonna find out. This is like step one, so I'm not looking to run after parts. I just got the garage heated.
And what Torx is that?
This isn't a Torx, it's an Allen. It's a 4mm. It says in the instructions though too, they lay it out for you real good. So I'm going to loosely install this right now. Because I need to put a spacer over on the other side.
What are you looking at?
Supposedly this is a thread cutting bolt, but I don't see it. Okay. Okay.
It worked.
It did work. Now, I'm not going to tighten all these all the way yet. I don't know if it says to, but just from experience, I want everything to be just a slight bit loose so I can kind of
make fine-tune adjustments.
Yep, if we're lucky. Because this side doesn't require that spacer. So, where do these go? I don't know. Well, right now, I don't think it fits. What?
Nothing. Just our luck.
I'm telling you, we could order a damn car from Chip Foose, and it's going to show up with body gaps not right and stuff. Like, it's... Anyway, so we don't have the right parts.
For the passenger side.
So we're just going to go through and figure out what else is wrong.
Yeah, and then just send off an email.
And then we'll have a half-finished Jeep, kind of like the standard trend of what we do around here.
Hey, mine's more than half finished.
So on the driver's side, we're on to the bracket number 2, as they call it. We have to remove these 2 factory plastic clips. So with the inner fender, the factory inner fender off, which obviously it must be if you're doing this. So I'm going to come back, squeeze the little tabs. Here's where they'll probably break. Because there's little nubs. I don't remember if it's on the back or the front. It must be on the back. Yeah, okay. So I managed to save it. See those little nubs? I don't know if you can see them in there or not. Got the little bump ups?
No.
Yeah, okay. Take your time and you might be able to save them. They're made to snap into place. So these are their fender retention washers. They actually sell this whole kit to replace all these factory plastic clips. I don't know what it actually looks like, but I know they use these in that kit instead of the little plastic deals. They say these will snap in. Guess who's got real good coordination? I'm not exactly sure how their fender retention kit's supposed to work. But
at least when you don't buy the whole kit, because the whole kit replaces all of these.
Yeah.
And we don't have a whole kit.
So, the thickness difference, this is the inside. So if you look at the thickness difference between that white one and the new piece, it's substantial, right? So I got these two, I had 2 pieces on the back pressed in. And if you look down here, you can't tell now because I got it pulled back out. But there is daylight through here because it made a big gap right in the middle. I don't like that. Also, I can't get these to snap in inside and outside because all these nubs line up with each other. So I don't really know how it's supposed to work in their way. I don't know. So now I'm just going my way. So I'm just using one of each.
On the outside.
And I'm just going to push them in on the outside. And we'll call it good. This slides up. You have to have the fender dang near off the Jeep to do this because there is a piece that's molded into the fender that goes through this hole. I love anti-seize. Okay.
At least it's never gonna rust.
So, there we go. It just goes between this fender.
The flare.
Well, the actual fender and the structure. Okay, there we go. We get to take more clips out. So I had to remove this too. This is in here. got little Christmas trees. Pull that off. Yeah. Turns out that still wasn't a great solution. It probably wouldn't be that bad if you had an inner fender on here.
Right.
But, and I should note, they say to use medium strength Loctite.
On their bolts?
Yeah.
We're gonna anti-seize because of where we live.
I'm not doing that in the Midwest. If I ever have to take this off again, the only way it'll ever come off without using anti-seize is with a drill or a Sawzall. Been there, done that. There is not enough anti-seize in this world to use on all the bolts you need to use it on in the Midwest. All the salt and crap we get on the roads.
And if you watch Light Bright, in addition to our channel, Chris has also said you can never use too much anti-seize.
Uh-huh.
Make yourself look like Kanye West.
I hate it so bad, but it's so needed. All of those are on loose now. I had to identify the driver's side, the passenger side, which wasn't too hard. They got the pictures, which helps. The thing that helped me a lot was the passenger side has this weird cutout, right? So that made it pretty obvious. Their part number, it says 1200 times 1 is the driver's side. The other big one with the cutout says times 2 on it. So, number 2.
And these have nutserts on them already from American Adventure Lab. That's why he's putting anti-seize on them.
And I'm just going to get them all just loosey-goosey. Boom.
There it is assembled. Driver's side.
Yep. Let's see if it even fits up in here, because that's the next thing. I don't even know if it does or not. So I guess you can't have your wiring connected. You got to take your wiring off and let it dangle.
Looks like it's going to fit pretty well, but maybe we should put this on.
It will fit pretty good, it looks like. The only thing I was noticing is that one's going to be a little hard to get situated right. Otherwise, all the other ones you can tighten with this on. The fitment looks great. I'll give them that. All right.
That one's done.
The Allen head size for the small bolts is 2.5 millimeter. The nut on those small bolts is 7 millimeter. There. Now you guys got that information. Now, for the actual
Zeus fittings.
There you go. It's an Allen. I went digging. It is a 5 millimeter Allen. Now we'll see if we can get them in there. Right, get around all that. It's not really sure the best spot to start, so I'm just gonna put one in here. That's not the right way. Boom.
And these are quarter turns, right?
Yeah.
Which is like, here.
So they got the notch cut in here. And then it pops up. It's like a spring on the back of the bracket. This is the spring that you're engaging on. So you come in here like this. And then as you turn,
it drops on.
It drops on there
like
and locks on. That'll be really handy.
Once they're on.
Once they're on. Hasn't been the greatest getting to this point, but it really hasn't been horrible either. But I do like the end result of having just 6 of these easy bolts. They're not going to get rusted on there or anything.
No, because they're black zinc coated.
Well, and also it's onto a spring, so you're not actually having threads. So as far as down the road, this is going to be slick. I mean, you could do this with just an Allen. You don't even need the ratchet. Like,
done. It's on. That's the driver's side.
No, fit and finish is pretty good. Pretty good. Can't argue.
And it covers that hole.
Yeah. I don't know what that was.
Cold.
But yeah. Yeah, for being something that's going to go onto a lot of different vehicles, it fits pretty dang good.
And in case you are not aware, they do make adjustments to the shock area depending upon if you have Fox shocks or King shocks.
Yeah, well, and remote reservoir.
Yep.
They have They have templates. They'll cut it out for you.
Yes.
We gotta tighten these bolts, which they just tighten from here. Seems like it's pretty happy in general though. Wonder if I can get this up a little bit. Yep, just like that. So now it's not rubbing on metal.
We also got to tighten these too.
Yep.
So we're taking it back off so we can tighten all of the brackets.
Yeah, there's one bracket you can't get to the bolts to tighten it with it on there. Look at that access. Woo! So I gotta tighten that bracket. As you can tell, it moves a lot. All right, let's put this on again. Man, isn't that nice? Well, there you have it.
That's all, folks.
That's pretty slick. As I was doing the passenger side, I did something that made life a little simpler if you're leaving the fender on. Just go through and remove all of the clips you need to take out and pop the one in between loose as well. That way it's a lot simpler. You don't have to fight trying to get the clips to pop out. Made it a lot easier. That should help somebody if you're not taking the fender off.
Like us.
Yeah, because it's not that bad to do with the fender on once you understand. And then also after doing this, I am positive that this is how these retainers are supposed to go on. So they just go on from the outside.
All right, here's the passenger side. Now obviously this is a 2020 Gladiator, so we got to reach out to American AdventureLab and get the correct bracket over here because we have one for a
non-20 or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
But it fits good.
And it doesn't rattle that much either. Like.
Well, it will going down the road without that, but.
I don't think it'll be that bad. But it's on.
Yep, so I'm just going through and just
tightening everything up.
The other thing too, remember, nut zerts.
Don't over tighten them.
You do not tighten them very tight.
I like your oil filter.
Yep.
Get it so it's snug and then like another, not even quarter turn. All right. I reached out to American AdventureLab via email and told them that we were missing some of the brackets for the Gladiator on the passenger side. I asked them, they're like, yep, got it figured out. We'll get it out to you. I'm trying to open it the wrong way. Literally, they overnighted this to us. We got it the next day. So
they next dated it for us. Like, we didn't even ask for that.
USPS priority mail. Didn't ask for it. But if you need something, let them know. Don't be a butthead about it. Be nice. So thank you. We can finish the inner fender on the Gladiator now.
Yeah. And they sent the bolts, but I set them down, and so now they're gone, so we need to order more bolts.
No, they're not gone. They're...
Yeah, find them.
No, I just seen them. That's for the overhead molly.
Oh, here they are. Got them.
And by the way, if anybody wants to know what this light is, Devos.
Mm-hmm.
Light Ranger 1200. It's the big one.
I don't know, but I'll tell you.
I'll link it down in the description below.
Absolutely awesome. Okay. So, I remember correctly, it goes like this. Okay, where's the baggie with the hardware?
You had the bag. It's right there on the floor.
I'm telling you, you can't let me do things.
Can't let you touch nothing.
Where the hell's the Gladiator? They have a spacer, so it actually goes in this lower hole down here. I got these two, and then down here. That's the one it goes in, right there. And then this hole right here, which is the same on the other side. So on this one back here, it needs a spacer. So I'm gonna start with this one. They're self-cutting thread bolts.
Voila! I put the last two Zeus fittings in, and this is finished. And still seems fairly easy with the tire on too.
Yeah, especially if you had the tire straight.
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, I've seen it at least. There you go.
I'm sure if you have watched Light Bright, so obviously American Adventure Lab makes these for JL and JTs. They are working on them for the JKs though.
All you said, your tire.
Huh?
All you seen was your tire.
No, it wasn't. JK, you could see the handles.
Whatever.
Anyway, they're going to be making them for the JK. They said keep an eye on their social medias. They're running into a little bit of fitment issues, so they need a little more R&D time to get them done. So, if you want them for JL, JT, they're available now. I'll link their website to it. They have them for the rears also.
You know what?
Huh?
We should send them your Jeep. Be like,
because of the snorkel?
see if they can make it work with the snorkel, because a lot of people like the snorkel. But I bet you they don't have one sitting there with the snorkel.
Well, I'm sure they do. It's just not my snorkel.
Actually, in your fender, it's all rugged ridge.
Yeah. Yes, but I thought. I thought this had to be moved over or something.
What?
I thought this had to be.
No.
Oh. It's just my inner fenders don't work with the snorkel.
Yeah, that's it. Honestly, it's only the snorkel that creates your problem. As far as inner fender.
We'll see. We may have to make a trip out to Utah. To have them custom make.
What will we ever do in Utah?
Side.
What will we ever do?
They're not by Moab.
They're by a lot of stuff. They got testing grounds right there.
Sand Hollow.
Yeah, we'll go get. We'll have to get flags.
Eh.
We'll go out and play while they work.
So there's more R&D coming for the JK. I'll link their website down below for these. And yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We're gonna go test drive this because this is about to shut off. And we'll see you on the next one.
Yep. See ya.